Check in, don't check out when it comes to your finances. My name is Gaby Rincon. I'm a money coach and financial strategist. I specialize in working with the first-gen BIPOC community and empowering them to live money stress-free. I want to talk about the importance of a financial check-in, developing this habit of regularly reviewing, checking in with your finances. Think about it as money self-care. It's necessary for all of us to do. The thing is that money management is an active practice. It's intentional versus when we check out, it kind of feels like, oh, I'm just passively approaching my money. So like, I just pay my bills when they're due and like I get groceries and like go out to eat based on like what's going on. There's nothing wrong with being like spontaneous. Please don't misunderstand me. But we have to make sure that we are putting in intention, at least when it comes to our finances, because if not, oftentimes that's why we end up with zero in savings or with nothing in retirement or with credit card debt. I typically suggest that a once a month financial check-in or money day is about right for most people. The important part is that you kind of set a routine. So decide, is that going to be on Sundays, the first Sunday of the month, for example? Is it according to your first pay period? Is it going to be at the kitchen table or is it going to be at your favorite coffee shop? And schedule it into your calendar. Put in all 12 money dates that you're going to have throughout the year. The first thing on your agenda should be some gratitude. What are things that you are proud of, that you are grateful that you did in the previous month? And move into assessing your numbers. Look at where your debts are at. Look at where your bills are at. What's your discretionary spending doing? How's your savings account balance? What adjustments might need to be made moving forward? And right about now is where a lot of people might start experiencing some like discomfort. Some emotions might start coming up. If they do, lean into it. It's okay. Take a moment to journal about it. What is coming up as a stressor? What is the anxiety? And where does it stem from? What is it feeling like when you talk about your debt? What's it feeling like when you're talking about having nothing in savings? What does it remind you of in the past? After you've taken the time to, again, develop that money mindset, which is an essential part of this financial practice, then go back, finish up any assessing of the numbers you might need to do. Look at your overarching goals. How are you measuring up in that? And again, how can we implement those areas? If you need to increase your savings or if you need to decrease some spending, for example, how can we implement into the next month? How can you implement that into your next income allocation plan, aka your budget? And then you can end with some red tape. So if you identified things that you have to do in terms of like calling a bank and aligning a bill, for example, again, make that little to-do list and have a plan for when you're going to do that. Being good with money just means that you have healthy money management habits and engaging in a financial practice where you are regularly dedicating the time to develop and reflect on your money mindset, to think about the examples that you had in childhood and how those have kind of created scripts for you now. And obviously, more importantly, kind of like tweaking those and identifying areas that you can kind of start to change, or that you're actually budgeting, that you're being intentional when it comes to your money. You're identifying your value categories, your progress monitoring, you're setting the big vision that you have for your life, breaking it down into SMART goals, identifying your action, and then actually taking that action and monitoring that. That is what we're talking about. That is the financial practice that will make you good with money, that will make sure that you are not only financially secure, financially empowered, and eventually financially independent. As always, for a one-on-one look at your financial picture and support with developing your overall financial practice so that you can become financially empowered and financially free, please book a consultation. I'd love to work with you.